So I had a consultation the other day, and man, I'm just gonna keep it real quick and sweet. The God was dropping some bombs on all these signs and synchronicities he was telling me. I was like, damn, that happened? Yeah, and then this. And he's like, damn, that happened. Yeah, dream. And then I was, without just giving revealing so much, I was like, well, what you do about it? Not a goddamn thing. And I'm sitting here like, nigga, you probably missing your $1 million plays. God damn. Now, one of them was kind of extreme, like moving, but it was, but, Spirit is just giving you the plays and the understanding to let you know that, hey, if you make this move, if you make this jump, if you just leave this particular apartment complex you've been in for the past 8 years, things will start to shift, turn, and maneuver in your favor. So I want to give you all the plays and understanding of how spirit communicates to you, because I think it's very, very important for us to understand that and, really grasp the nature of the invisible intelligence you call your higher self. Some people call it God. This invisible intelligence is ultimately your own universe. What's up, Cosmic 777? See that? If that ain't a sign for your ass, I don't know what is, baby. I am Crown was good. Korea was good, family. Um, you and the Goddesses live was live the other day. I appreciate that. I am Crown. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on moving, keep on shaking. That's crazy because I'm about to move in a couple of months. Come on, Spirit. Hey, big moves, big moves. Hey, y'all let me know where y'all from, where y'all at. Tell me where y'all at. Rep your city. Rep your hood. H-Town, baby. Hey, I got them diamonds in my mouth. I'm going to read some of Panic's book so we can break free and break through to this understanding even deeper. So I want the family to understand, like, there is no such thing as a coincidence. And you got to realize this to the core. You are not going to, what they say, transit. Let's call it transition, because I don't like the word dying, because dying got so strong or a negative connotation to it. But you're not going to transition and disappear. You got to play in the dream realm, the lucid dreaming realm, the astral realms, right? To get more, I don't even like to say evidence, but just to understand how powerful you are and what you ultimately are is beyond a physical contraption. When you do play in the lucid dreaming realm, essentially what happens is you gain a stronger pull on symbols, a stronger understanding on symbols, because you're not just in the dream spinning game and chopping it up and da 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 da. Yeah, there's moments of you speaking English, but the bigger idea is the pictures, right? So these pictures are telling you 1,000 stories. These 1,000 stories is laying out a blueprint for the answer you're trying to receive. And one of the biggest travesties is when, like I was telling y'all about my guy and my consultation, my bro God, just missing the signs and symbols can hold you back, can fuck you up. It's almost like missing an opportunity to, take a trip, take a fabulous trip to Dubai or whatever, right? And you turn it down because you got to go to work. Hell, I don't got no more days to lose. You turn that bitch down because you gotta go to work. You like, nah, I don't got no more. I use all my PTO up. I wish I could go on this fabulous trip you're giving me, Grandma Lou, but I gotta go to work and I can't miss that many days. But lo and behold, Spirit put that trip in your face, in your vicinity, in your frequency, in your reality. So that you can meet the girl of your dreams. Because you've been having a problem with American women down here. God damn. We'll get off of that story. So yeah, it's important to understand your stories. It's important to understand this thing and understand it to the core. Where can we purchase the books if copies are available? What's up, 3 Anubis? What's up, Celestial? Okay, Little Rock, Arkansas. I see what's good. Why does your spirit send you signs through various animals and insects? Well, these animal spirits are an aspect of the energy that the animal exudes. So if you see a lion, obviously you're gonna move with courage, right? If you see a bird, whatever that bird kind of represents, you got to think about flying high or soaring above the playing field. You feel me? Remember, anything flying is just simply getting off your feet, off the earth, right? And thinking in a higher way of thinking. So what happens is a lot of times we just don't understand the energetic symbolism of it. You feel me? And we got to understand it quickly in order to catch the play and move with spirit to, make the certain play. So anything flying is usually a higher way of thinking, right? Remember, even when you see people levitating, that's just a symbol for you being higher than the earth realm. You're levitating off the ground, right? So we got to understand that to the core. See, these signs that you ignore are not just coincidence and not just happenstance. They are huge plays for you to, make a move, right? Make some actionable moves. And, they start off small. It could be just a feeling, a repeated thought that you might have, right? You had a conversation with your brother and it was kind of weird, but you know what I'm saying? You was really attentive to it. Obviously, a dream is a big one, right? Your dreams are definitely symbols. You got to remember those ain't no coincidences. And these things you call coincidences that keeps happening, that's not a coincidence. That's spirit trying to get your attention. If you keep on seeing 777, 823, 88, you better, if you keep seeing these repeated numbers, you better look up and understand what spirit is trying to communicate to you. What's good, y'all? What's good? I see y'all in here, man. What's good? What's good? Oh, Anubis, you can publish his Panic's book from his website, occultlectures.com. My fairy godmother got you. She's sending them out. occultlectures.com. Khadijah's family is sending them out faster than Panic, nigga. And I'm gonna read some of this just so we can break the spell of using these two eyes and use these first eyes. First eye meditation, first eye supplements, get them in. So it starts off small, right? Sometimes it starts off small, but then it gets annoying. And that's the real game. That's when you know you fucking up. You see, you keep thinking about leaving your job. And I just always use the job one because that's the big one for a lot of people. And every single week, something happens that remind you of how miserable you are at that job. And you know what I'm saying? You start seeing signs and symbols of another job opportunity that you are interested in, but it doesn't pay as much. So now you're putting your survival in front of spirit. You're resisting the assignment, right? That spirit is giving you because you're believing in a logical pursuit of this job pays more money, but this other job you keep on seeing signs and symbols of is something you like to do, and you keep on seeing the signs and symbols of it, but you don't make the play because your survival is more important. Your higher self is like, nigga, I'm giving you the assignment. Just trust and believe. I'm going to put you in a more lucrative, abundant situation if you just make the move. The sign is clear. See, the action attached to it might be uncomfortable. And you just got to understand that every sign and symbol is not going to be a comfortable situation. Like I was telling the Patreon family the other day, when I was doing that Sunday service, when I first started it, right, I had to reach out to people and see if they wanted to interview. And I did not want to do that shit at all. So I'm going through my head over and over and over again. Do I really want to do the Sunday service? Because I didn't really like reaching out to people to interview them and stuff of that nature. And sure, slowly but surely, Spirit just kept on saying, no, you got to do it. Just do it. I'm seeing signs there. I'm having dreams. I'm like, God damn, why Spirit? Why me? Like, damn, I don't want to be the interview dude. So much so, I brought D-Ray on so she can help me kumbaya in the situation because, nigga, I don't want to talk to these niggas. So now I'm sitting there in a conundrum with my ego, and Spirit just giving me clear as day signs. And then one day I was just fed up. I'm talking to D-Ray about it. I'm in the passenger seat, she driving, and I'm in the passenger seat and I'm just talking and going in, and boom, I look over to my right and I see a license plate that just says "Just do it" as I'm talking about it. And I said, all right, that was my final straw. I couldn't help it. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And boy, do you believe, me getting over that ego hump and doing that Sunday service for them few 3 years, won't you believe it put me in such an abundant, lucrative situation? Because now, boom, I got friends. Now I make friends with these people because we just not only building on camera, we building off the camera, right? Business opportunities, this and that. You feel me? Me and Brother Yosef been doing events for years now, right? I just did something with Miss Blue the other day on 8/8, right? Which was fire and a lucrative opportunity. Me and Miss Blue cool. Me and this person cool. Yada, yada, yada. I can go on and on and on. So much so that one of my partners, Kamani, y'all know, y'all probably seen with on Brother Panic's tapes, his old tapes, with Panic there and then Kamani or Elijah there. He wrote this book called Get Out of Your Job or something like that, or how do you leave your job, how to work for yourself or whatever. Panic was promoting it, he was promoting it, it was a spiritual book, whatever. I bought it. Long story short, 2 years later, he sends out an email to everybody that bought it. I respond to the email because during that time I'm doing the Sunday service. Boom. I respond to the email, reach out to him, Kamani, me and him become tight, cool. Boom, we built a close-knit bond. We did another business venture together, and we just was rolling ever since. Boom. Anyway, long story short, another 2 years come back later, And I give him a call randomly one day, you know, just randomly. Hey, what you doing, Kamani? He said, man, look, I'm sitting here trying to figure out this supplement thing. I got this supplement company that I work with, and I'm trying to figure it out. I said, oh, yeah, tell me more.
Message.
And sure enough, these motherfucking supplements done set me free, boy. So I say all that to say is that it's not going to look pretty at the beginning. It's sometimes it's not, because spirit is like, all right, how the fuck I'm gonna get him to this particular spot? You're just gonna have to trust and believe that if you follow that internal knowing, because it is a knowing that you're feeling, then you'll be winning in the grand scheme of things.